Hello everyone, welcome back to V-Class TV. This is Teacher Jackie. This week we are going to focus on noting important details of a story or literary texts. Story grammar. Here are the learning competencies and objectives that we wish to cover this week. Welcome to day 1. Let's start the week with a short review. Can you still remember what we discussed on shapes and images last week? Recall the concepts covered in the previous lesson. Write your answer on your notebook. Let's compare your work to the possible answers shown here. May this help you remember the concepts related to shapes, texts, and images. Let us now proceed to the next lesson of this quarter. This week, we are going to have an interesting story. But before we proceed, let's answer the pre-reading questions first. 1. What is the title of the story? 2. Who is the author of the story? 3. Why would a tree be called the giving tree? 4. Based on the illustration, what could the story be about? What makes you say that? The story that we are about to read is entitled The Giving Tree, written by Shel Silverstein. As we go along the story, you may notice the following terms. So, to make reading analysis easier, let us do this activity first. Infer the meaning of the highlighted words by analyzing the context clues. Below is the word list. Author's point of view, sequential plot, make predictions, denotative meaning, connotative meaning, onomatopoeia, and alliteration. You may use your show me board to show your answer. Write the letter of your choice only. Let's begin with number 1. The events done by a main character can be presented through a first-person author's point of view, using pronouns such as I, we, us. Author's point of view refers to blank. The correct answer is letter A. Author's point of view refers to the way the story is presented. Number 2. For the story to be properly understood, the teacher presented it in a sequential plot. She began by introducing the characters, then narrated the various events in which the characters solved a problem, and ended with how the problem was solved. The term sequential plot refers to blank. The correct answer is B. Sequential plot refers to events of a story presented one at a time from beginning to end. Number 3. While narrating the story, the teacher asked the pupils to make predictions for the events which may happen next. The pupils did this by guessing what is likely to happen after an event was shown. Making prediction means blank. The correct answer is A. Making prediction means to say what you think will happen in the future. Number 4. After reading the story, the pupils were asked to draw conclusions for the story's message by examining the events in the story, the possible meaning of these events, and why these events occurred. Drawing conclusion means blank. The correct answer is letter C. Drawing conclusions means making meaning out of what is not clearly stated. Number 5. To be able to draw or infer appropriate conclusions, the denotative or dictionary meaning of words used in a story must be analyzed, as well as the connotative or implied meaning. The denotative meaning is blank. The correct answer is letter A. The denotative meaning is the literal meaning of a word. Number 6. An example of onomatopoeia is the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, which goes swoosh. Onomatopoeia is defined as blank. The correct answer is letter A. Onomatopoeia is defined as word used to represent a sound. Number 7. The phrase towering tree tops is an example of alliteration. Alliteration is defined as blank. The correct answer is letter B. Alliteration is the use of the same letter or sound at the beginning of words that are close together. Welcome to day 2. Reaching this point of the video means you are learning from us. Subscribe for more contents like this one. As we read the story, it is important to take note of the elements that make it interesting. Today, I am going to introduce you to story grammar. A story grammar refers to the underlying structure or framework of a narrative. Below are the parts of a story grammar: title, author, setting, character, plot. The plot consists of events 1 to 6, and then you will have the author's point of view, theme, and genre. Let's discuss each part first. The setting refers to the time, place, or environment in which the events in the literary or narrative text occur or unfold. When the author does not explicitly state the setting, it can be inferred from the characters' dialogues or actions. It can also be implied by the author's description of the story's environment. You may ask the following questions. Where did the story happen? What was the time or place mentioned in the story we read? What type of setting does the story have? Plot refers to the arrangement of the events that makes up the story. It is also the series of events that allows the story to unfold. For this week, we are going to focus on sequential plot. This refers to the arrangement of events in which each event causes the next event to occur. It is the plot that unfolds chronologically from first to last. This allows the readers to follow the character's journey over time and see how the character grows and changes. You may ask the following questions. What is the first event that happened in the story? How did the story begin? What happened next? And how did the story end? The author's point of view refers to the author's way of deciding who is telling the story to whom. The point of view refers to which person is narrating the story. The author's point of view can be in the first person, second person, or third person. You may ask the following questions for this. Who is the author of the story? Who is narrating the story in the story we read? And what are the pronouns used in narrating the story? Genre is the way literary or narrative texts are grouped. A literary or narrative text can be grouped as either fantasy or reality, fictional or non-fictional literary texts based on reality. You may ask the following questions for this. Can the events of the story happen in real life? What of these events have you seen happening in real life? Which events do not happen in real life? And is the story factual? Why do you say so? Theme refers to the main idea of all the events happening in the story. It is the message or lesson that the author wants the reader to understand from the story. Some of the themes are courage, honesty, love, friendship, forgiveness, loyalty, and more. You may ask the following questions. What message does the author want us to know through the story, and how did the characters grow? What did they realize at the end of the story? I know that at this point you are very interested to read the story already, so I am making this as an assignment for you. Read the story in advance. And for a group activity tomorrow, bring the following materials: cartolina or manila paper and a marker. Welcome to day 3. If you are enjoying our lessons here, you might as well find us on Facebook and TikTok so you can chat with us. Now, get ready with your pen to take note of the important points of the story. The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein.
I have a story to tell. It's from a time I remember so well.
The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. Every day, the boy would come and he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Then one day, the boy came to the tree, and the tree said,
"Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk, and swing from my branches, and eat apples, and play in my shade, and be happy."
"I am too big to climb and play,"
said the boy.
"I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money."
"I'm sorry,"
said the tree,
"but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money, and you will be happy."
And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said,
Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy.
I am too busy to climb trees.
said the boy.
I want a house to keep me warm.
He said,
I want a wife and I want children. And so I need a house. Can you give me a house?
I have no house.
said the tree.
The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy.
And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy, but the boy stayed away for a long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak.
Come, boy,
She whispered,
come and play.
I am too old and sad to say.
said the boy.
I want a boat that will make me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?
Cut down my trunk and make a boat.
said the tree.
Then you can sail away and be happy.
And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again,
I am sorry, boy,
said the tree.
but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone.
My teeth are too weak for apples.
said the boy.
My branches are gone.
Said the tree.
You cannot swing on them.
I am too old to swing on branches.
Said the boy.
My trunk is gone.
Said the tree.
You cannot climb.
I am too tired to climb.
Said the boy.
I am sorry.
Sighed the tree.
I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I am sorry.
I don't need it very much now.
Said the boy.
Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired.
Well,
Said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could.
an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest.
And the boy did. And the tree was happy.
Let's go where time stands still. Let's go where dreams are real. Let's go where laughter and tears make the world you call fairy tale.
As assigned to you, we are going to have a group activity. You will be assigned into 5 groups, each with a color code. Please answer the set of questions assigned to your group and present your answer to the class afterwards. If you got code blue, here are 4 questions for you. And if you got code yellow, you have 6 questions to answer today. Code green, you have 5 questions to answer, while code violet, you have 5 questions to answer too. And of course, code red. Congratulations because you have 8 questions to answer today. Now, present your work to the class if you are ready. Welcome to day 4. Do you know that you can access the PowerPoint presentation of this video lesson by simply joining our growing channel now? Just click the join button and proceed with the payment process so you can enjoy exclusive perks from V-Class TV. Today, we are going to focus on the story grammar of the giving tree. We will do it by group so you can help each other. Complete the following story grammar using the details from the story The Giving Tree. Now, present your work to the class and compare your answers. Welcome to day 5. Thank you for really reaching this far. I hope you did subscribe to our channel. Today, we are going to have another story to read. You may take note of the important elements.
What your class should be. Any class can be. Discover, learn, have fun with teacher Jackie.
Complete the following story grammar using the details from the story North Wind and the Sun. You may do this activity on a bond paper. That's all for today. I hope you learned something from me this week. Keep updated by subscribing to V-Class TV or join our growing channel to avail the PowerPoint presentation that I have. Once again, this has been Teacher Jackie saying, discover, learn, have fun only at V-Class TV. Until next time.